Out of all the characters on Bob's Burgers, who do you think would storm the Capitol? I'm gonna give y'all a second to think and just enjoy, I guess, this music. Do, 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 do. Now,
All right,
did
I'm
you
so
guess Mr. Fish Owner, who out of everyone most likely seems like a Republican, since he is a business owner, actually owns multiple businesses, constantly hiking up that rent and not giving a actual F about his tenants? Or could it even be Mickey, who, when we first met him, this man was robbing a bank, a actual bank. And he got caught up for it multiple times because he thought that double jeopardy meant that you can't get charged for committing the same crime at the same place again. This man's stupid. He probably thought the riot wouldn't have been a big deal. He probably thought that they was written into the Constitution. Or would you have guessed Hugo, who's been wanting to steal Bob's wife since the day he met Bob? Like, he is jealous, such a hateful man, all because he couldn't satisfy Linda. That man didn't have a dream, he just existed. Just a sad waste of space, I guess. And Linda is a big personality. So she needs somebody who can match her energy or calm her down. And Hugo wasn't doing it. All he had was soft lips. Probably couldn't even back it up. Yeah, soft lips, but that probably wasn't the only thing that was soft, if you get my drift. Or did you think Jimmy Mother effing Pesto. Jimmy Pesto, Bob's enemy. The man who steals his recipes and ideas. The man who laughs in Bob's face every single day. Just because he can. That man coming up with new jokes like Bob coming up with burger ideas. Like, it's crazy. And then the worst thing about it, he got his little hype man on the side who's constantly hyping Jimmy up. Like, that was a good one, Jimmy. Imagine your enemy having a hype man. Like, so every time he roasts you, somebody in the background, like basically plotting on your downfall, like laughing about your downfall, and you just gotta sit there and take it. Like, Bob just has so much strength and courage. I don't get how that man does it every day. In case you're wondering, that was the right answer. It was Jimmy Pesto. For me, Jimmy Pesto wasn't even on the list. Like, he wasn't even top three. Like, but shout out my man Jimmy, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, he just seems like he's the type to be scared that he'll get hurt or he'll get arrested. Like, I don't see him out there rioting, picketing for a cause or nothing. He just seems like he's, how do I put it nicely? Bitch made, a wimp, a loser, pussy, fragile, whatever the hell you want to call it. All the words in the butt.
Came up here and punched you in your face. That's what I would have did.
Well, first of all, you're not a good fighter. Um, listen, our
Just so we're clear, his voice actor's name is actually Jay Johnson. But in this video, you're crazy if you think I'm gonna call this man his government name after this man tried to take down the government in the name of Trump. Y'all got me all the way effed up, okay? Shout out to this man who took the hardest picture of all time, said, F the government. Like, let's give him a round of applause. He deserves it. I sometimes wonder if we just live in like an alternate universe or something. Like there was like a shift in the Matrix. Because what do you mean Jimmy Pesto was at the Capitol riot? Like he was at the insurgents. That man was fighting police officers. Like that just don't even make sense to me. Because to me, there's also another parallel universe out there where they won, where shit got taken over and slavery got restarted some way somehow. Like don't ask me how, but I don't know what else they were fighting for. Like I don't know. I'm not political. I'm just here to make you laugh and tell some jokes. So let's move on. I ain't got nothing else to say. Alrighty, y'all. Let's get to that nitty gritty. Let's put on our internet detective hats and figure out what even went on. How did we get here? How did we get to Jimmy Pesto being at the Capitol? Since now we just live in the timeline where Jimmy Pesto was at the Capitol. Like, I can't, y'all. Like, my voice didn't even change because what? What? You know what's funny? This dude shaved his mustache and thought nobody was gonna notice. When he first became an actor, this man didn't have a mustache. He was clean shaven. That's how people immediately recognized him. They just pulled up his headshot and was like, he look real familiar. Where I know him from? Oh, that's Jimmy Pesto. Let's just take a moment to remember that scene where Bob had to shave his mustache and give it to Jimmy just so Tina could be the prettiest girl at the party. I'm sorry I did that. I'm sorry. The FBI was on your ass. Yeah, the FBI was on that ass. They was asking for tips. And I bet, I don't know if I'm gonna bet money, but I bet somebody got money for ratting out Jimmy Pesto. Like that's your claim to fame is ratting out Jimmy Mother Pesto. That's crazy. The irony just hit me that if this video were to blow up, my claim to fame would be ratting out Jimmy Pesto. Oh my God, life be crazy like that sometimes. Sometimes you just manifest it. Why? In June of 2023, Jimmy was arrested due to suspicion of being a part of the January 6th riot at the Capitol. We have photographic evidence that he was there. I mean, just look at the picture. He's right there. It's in black and white. He even got the green, white, and red tie on. I don't know what else to tell you. He's being accused of causing civil disorder, unlawful entering of a restricted area, and impeding passage through Capitol grounds. He also passed around a stolen police officer shield and participated in a group assault using said shield. Apparently, they done caught that ass on candid camera, like 4K. Look at that, just right there. If that's not the eyes of that man, I don't know what to tell you. And he got the little bowl haircut going on too. That's definitely him. That's definitely him. He was not gonna beat that case at all. They got that CCTV footage, so they really caught him. There's CCTV, oh my God, CCTV footage, and then there's also public videos of him teaming up with other rioters to form a shield like wall and moving in a coordinated way to push up against the police officers. Now, I'm gonna show you a picture, and just know that this picture that I'm showing is not how it's not including Jimmy himself in it. It's just me using it as an example. Oh my God, they had his ass on wall duty. They said you weren't famous enough to be in the building, so we gonna put your ass on being a human shield and you finna have to fight cops. Now, I don't know about y'all, but he sound like he's not a leader. He's a real follower type. Now, I know your mama, I know Mama Pesto done taught you way better than that. I know she taught you to be a leader. I know she said, don't you dare jump off no bridge. I'm surprised she didn't tell you about riots either. Cause why are you doing this? And the FBI done sent out a APB. That's a all points bulletin on that ass. And they done found plane tickets from LA to Washington before the riot. Man's traveled cross country 2,667 miles. Yeah, 2,600 miles. Damn near 700. Just to get caught. If he would have done a dash, it would have been a day and 13-ish hours. I mean, I wouldn't have done it, but I also wouldn't have been at the riot. So I don't know. To each his own. But I know one thing. If I would have gone, I wouldn't have gotten caught. Because again, I would have done a dash to get there. But yeah, so he traveled 267 miles. Or no, I'm sorry, 2,667 miles. Really, in all reality, because he did a round trip to do it, he traveled 5,334 miles. He did all that. He traveled 5,000 miles just to end up in jail. Man, you could have done that shit at home. But what? I know you just kicking yourself in the teeth right now in your jail cell. Cause why? Oof, that's a long distance. It just keeps getting worse. They got receipts. They found text messages about him talking about the riots, and the text messages read as this. The news has presented it as an attack. It actually wasn't, though it kind of turned into that. It was a mess. Got maced and tear gassed. It was quite unnasty. Now, I had to look up what the word untastic meant, and nothing came up. Like, I was looking up images, definitions, everything, and this is the only thing I could find. So that man done made up a whole word to describe how bullshit this whole thing was. Cause I mean, he did get tased and maced and tear gassed and had to fight and yeah. I mean, that's some mythical shit. Cause I know I definitely did not have Jimmy Pesto raiding the Capitol on my bingo list. And what makes it even so weirder is the fact that Trump just got arrested. Wah, wah, wah. Boo hoo hoo. Did Jimmy get spicy air in his eyes? We don't give a fuck, Jimmy. Shut the fuck up. That's what you get, dummy. But guys, the creators of Bob's Burgers ended up kicking him off the show because of this dumbassery. And it's probably for the best. I mean, Jimmy Pesto was the worst character on Bob's Burgers. Somebody even sat there and did a whole review for him just to see how bad he was, and it's not looking good. But yeah, I mean, all Jimmy did was just fight with Bob and steal his customers, and his food is just disgusting frozen food that people hate. But it's just a bigger and somewhat nicer space since he does offer like karaoke and stuff. But that don't matter. That don't matter. I just hope that they do the transition well. Like, I really hope that there's like a episode in the future that they have his restaurant get shut down by like, the health inspector and fish odor. He gives Bob the keys to the place, or Bob's restaurant just finally starts doing well enough that the place across the street has to get closed down. I don't know how they'll do it, but still, it just that's just my little fan theory, I guess. I don't know. After doing a little bit more research, I found out that they're going to replace his character with Eric Buza. Baza. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but so this dude, he's a very big time voice actor. He also plays Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Marvin the Martian on Looney Tunes. And apparently, he's just an amazing actor and has a dynamic voice range. So good on him for taking his place in the future seasons. Currently, he's not in the latest seasons, but who knows? He might be coming around for season 15. TLDR, too long, didn't read. Jimmy Pesto stormed the Capitol and created a human shield to fight cops and is now being charged for his crimes. And he's being kicked off the show. Fuck you, Jimmy. You deserve everything that you got. I hope you rot in that jail cell. Mwah! By the way, this is the first video by Violet and the Sliper Brats. I hope that y'all liked it. Y'all better like and subscribe. And I hope you have an amazing day. I hope I gave you a lot of laughs. Tune in next week and I'll be posting my video about the 200 bodies that were found in Colorado morgue. Yeah, y'all have a good one. Bye bye.